According to the UN, almost 60% of food doesn't make it into the hands of the people that need it.
During the pandemic, our need increased over 25% in what we distributed over the previous year.
There's $2.6 trillion US of food waste every year. What's different this year is that we have 50 million Americans who are hungry. So how can you have this epic waste at a time when we have epic hunger in this country?
I took that to heart. I wanted to overturn that statistic and see what we could do and bring a visibility technology to help turn that statistic around. Transparent Path wanted to enable near real-time food tracking for everything from apples, saffron, milk, and a lot of those same requirements fell under the same statutes that we had for our own supply chain.
My cousin is a truck driver. He delivered $400,000 worth of king crab to a large retailer's distribution center about 30 miles away, and he got a call from the manager saying, "You sold us an entire container full of bad crab." It turns out, after 3 months of forensic investigation by the insurance company, that the cold storage warehouse had left it sitting on the dock at room temperature for a week. Because of the seal and everything, no one really knew that this was a problem. With our technology, we could have prevented that. But the minute we started getting a temperature excursion, we could have sent an alert to someone, they could have intervened and saved that, and we don't dump an entire 40-foot container of seafood.
Part of the magic of 5G is that it can connect thousands of times more devices than we can currently connect on a mobile network.
Companies now are realizing that it's time for this investment. So there's a clear need of addressing multiple upstream societal impacts using a very inexpensive technology.
Feeding the Northwest works with agricultural growers, packers, and shippers in Washington, Oregon, and Idaho. And each month we ship over 5 million pounds of fresh produce to food banks here in the Northwest, as well as across the entire nation through the Feeding America network. And what's really incredibly important during all those loads that we ship out is food safety. From the time it leaves the shipper's facility while it's en route to the food bank's distribution center, that load's going to show up in great condition. Having technology that really puts a closer eye on waste and make corrections based on that, that's going to be really important as we go forward.
My great-grandparents moved to the Yakima Valley in 1911 and bought their first orchard in 1914. We've been packing here ever since then. We have to decide which technologies make the most sense for us to implement into the orchards, and there's more and more every year. Transparency is a big deal in our industry. People want more and more information all the time. We want to bring in innovations that make sure we get the best fruit to the end user, because that's what we're going to be measured on.
For a startup, the opportunity to work with the top technology partners sponsoring this program is unprecedented.
The reason why we are really proud of our partnership with Transparent Path is really solving the challenges that the real world has. We believe that if we solve these kind of problems, we can scale this solution.
We work with companies like Transparent Path, companies that are trying to make a difference in the world. We're really looking forward to see where the future takes Transparent Path.